So before snap, I hope mshajua my name. I hope Crushie ashajua my aim. Juu mistari zangu nikitema, aisiwe ntamuacha akihema. Uliza hata Kenya washajua mimi ndo kusema. Na si ati nadai fame, ni ile tu marapa so nisikiza wanaona shame. Waambieni watoe Bob Daily kulipia my tune. Sikiza eti juu wako na maalbum wanajiriadi mabodyguards. Haujasikia mimi sina hata CD but message yangu huwa protect. So dear crush, haijalishi kama I first saw you on Facebook, juu face yako mimi ni shabook. Dear crush, naomba Mungu akufungulie mlango, juu mimi nakunokia. Sijaipata accident, but daily mimi nakukrushia. Dear crush, siweni ka festive, design umefanya ni si Broadways. Dear crush, design mimi nakurecord ni ka history, so I hope utabrand na history. Dear crush, naomba Mungu akufungulie mlango, juu daily mimi nakunokia. Dear crush, sio my favorite teddy bear. Dear crush, na kama unapenda business, si kwako mimi ni profit, juu kimapenzi mimi ni pro nitakufit. Dear crush, unaweza nitafasihi, juu hata nikuone na dem simuulizi kitu, juu I got everything you ever need in a girl. Na kama nikusugua kasufuria mimi ndakusafisha. Dear crush, na kama ni rada mimi ndo ndasafisha. Dear crush, sio my favorite teddy bear. Dear crush, sio my favorite teddy bear. Design unanipatia nightmare. Dear crush, you must be somebody very rare. Mimi nice and lovely na sikulangi fair. Dear crush, so kama penzi ni mistari, mimi najua hata zigizagi.
That is none other than Ami the Poet manze. Ami the Poet is in the building manze. Kama umetune na GBS TV Africa, this is your best show manze, Vipaji Poetry Lounge with your best host Joshua Chama. Karibu sana Ami the Poet.
Thank you so much for having me.
So nimependa hiyo piece yako ya Dear Crush.
Thank you.
So like nini ilikuinspire? Ni crush ulikuwa unaandikia ama ni fiction story tu?
Actually nothing. When you're doing art, as in you don't just consider yourself, so una consider wengine, as in you outspeak the hearts of others too. So someone somewhere could be having a crush on someone na hawezi mwambia, so anaweza tu dedicate ya that one and all is well. So not exactly si ati ni mimi ndo niko na crush kwa mtu. No, you could be having a crush on me too.
So and then like unaweza ampia my audience pale Ami the Poet ni nani like?
By the way, I've never been able to define my own self. Maybe I would say Ami is an achiever because I'm like water. You put me somewhere, anywhere, and I'll take the shape of it. Take me to the acting industry and I will do it so perfectly. As in, tell me to shoot, I'll give it my all. Yeah, so I think I don't really want to be known for having a label, but I want to have a legacy. I want to be known for being limitless. So it's very hard to define my own self because I think I can take the shape of anywhere.
So like ulikama hapa je na hiyo jina Ami the Poet?
Actually, Ami is the short form of my real name, and then real, it's actually Ami Real, not Ami the Poet. It's Ami Real. And then real, I didn't give it to myself, ni watu. I used to, lazima kama mimi sikupendi, nitakwambia kwa uso wako man, mimi sikupendangi, unaona? Kama you are good, nitakwambia you are good. So out of that, ilianzia kutoka nikiwa shule. So out of that, I got the name Real, and nikaitumia kwa usanii pia.
So like hii usanii ulianza performance lini?
Performing, I started performing immediately after I did my KCSE. Yeah, after I did my KCSE exam.
So before your performance pia like in high school ulikuwa unaandikanga ama?
I've never written. Mimi nikitufikiria naandika na nakaa nayo kwa akili, so I've never written. So what I used to do in high school is not poetry, but I used to be a rapper. So nikimaliza shule I don't know what came up, and but until now I can still do rap, but I think poetry, I'm into poetry more.
So like kumesema after you did your KCSE ndio like you started performing?
That's when I had my first show. It was Mr. and Miss Vibes Karen, Kenya. Yeah.
So like nini ilikuinspire uanze like unajua wezi come from nowhere uanze like performance ama mbele ya watu stage?
But they had never known that I would ever perform. Nilifanyanga hivi. I used to perform home, like nachukua simu and then take myself some videos na post. So there was a show, and when one of my best friend akanipigia akaniambia there is a show, will you come and perform? I went. So I was like, what am I going to say? So I performed one and my audience was like, wow. So yeah, so hapo unaona nika create some fan base. So yeah, that's why I got some motivation to carry on.
So like kwa hiyo growth yako since you started kuperform kwa ma stage ama ma show, like umegrow aje, like hizo challenges umepitia ni kama gani?
Challenges nimekuwa nikigrow through ni mingi as a female artist, unajua. So unaenda mahali you can't shoot, lazima you can't even huwezi perform, and if you huwezi perform unless you have some sexual relationship na mtu like a producer or something, and if not like that you're going to perform like for free, you won't get paid. So hiyo ni challenge imekuwa like ikinisumbua sana, but just go on.
And then like we like mapoetry wengi ama spoken word artist wengi nimeona like ni male, so like umejiweka aje outstanding wewe kama female unaenda stage una perform then without any fear?
So one thing, myself, I don't try to impress. I'm always writing to express, especially my most inner feelings. You see, so as long as somebody can laugh, cry, as in, if you can celebrate out of my imagination, then I've achieved my goal. So the others don't really matter. Nothing can deter me from performing. Yeah.
And then like, what's your best part? Like, ni feeling gani ushaikuwa hapo nayo kabisa? Once tuseme you are performing in stage ama uko kwa show, ukiperform.
There was this show in Nairobi. I was performing and I didn't expect this. So I think my fan base, as in the audience, wakanaisika na whatever message I was giving, and kanibeba juu. So I was performing from there and it was such a nice feeling. Yeah.
And then tuseme unajua like nimeona ma spoken word artist wengi kwa hii journey like ni rahisi ku give up. Ushaikuwa na hiyo thought? It
is, especially in poetry.
Ushaikuwa na hiyo feeling ya ku give up? Like
I have never, like I've told you, I don't write to impress. I'm writing to express my most inner feelings. So if you can't relate to my art, well and good. And my goal as an artist is to take my audience in a journey they can relate to. So I don't think I've ever given up.
And then like tuseme kama 2020 kulikuwa na COVID mingi. Sasa 2020 wewe kama artist unajua like watu wako wanaenda mashow kuperform. Like 2020 wewe kama artist ulikuwa unafanya nini ukiwa home like?
So I'm in many fields, not in poetry. So what I was doing is acting. I was acting. So yeah, I was still in an industry well fit on. So
like tuseme hiyo the whole of 2020 au kupata show like utaperform poetry?
I used to, I'm also in theater. I'm also in theater with Farajat's production. So as we travel, I'm also performing. I usually take that opportunity and maybe squeeze that opportunity to get myself a chance to perform. And that's how my art continues being live every day.
And then in your performance, ulikuwa inspired na female artist like? Ama ni male pia?
No. I think I've never been inspired by anyone. But what inspires me is real life situations. Like when I say of dear crush, hiyo ni kawaida kwa maisha yetu. Unaenda hapo unapata crush kwa mtu, and you can really want to tell them about your feelings towards them, but maybe huna hiyo words. So my art speaks out for you. Una get? So yeah, like when I say dear mom, you have a mom and kila mtu anatakanga kushukuru mamake, but sometimes you lack even words. So by wewe kumtumia just a video, it's also good.
And then tuseme like when you are performing ama kuna piece unataka kwenda kuperformia watu, how do you make sure like itakuwa catchy, like ukiperform hivi like watu wataifeel? So when you perform like mtu anaifeel, una make sure aje like when you are doing your performance mtu amekufeel like one
thing for you to make a good performance, you have to engage your audience, and then you have to check on your body language. So and then another thing, you have to speak on things that people can relate to, just especially these common things. So yeah.
So and then we kama spoken word artist tuko specialized kwa jina fulani kama love, hatred ama like
no, not
all
really.
Around
Everywhere. I told you I can fit everywhere. Yes, tell me to write about a barrio, I will give it my all. Yes, about love, about anything, because art, as in art is everything. So yes.
So you can give us your second piece.
Nakumbuka tukiwa kwa babu, nikipigiwa simu nikaanza kuitana majina za lakabu, ukaniambia shonoka, Amina upate adabu, na hilo funzo mamindo saika nigeuza dhahabu. So nakutambua ki Mount Sinai, design hujai ni let down, nikikwambia sina hii. Dear mom, si ulinifunza kuishi na watu na ukaniambia maana ya chumvi ndio nisiwa insult. So hata ukuwe mvuvi, siwezi behave fishy, na siwezi eka beef mami siweni kachik. Sijui ni kubaye airtime design wo ni bamba. Dear mom, hata unifunge diaper, si bado nitadai pad. Mi upenda vile you don't pamper me bad. Kila time unanipatianga the best soft care. Maombi yako imegeuza maisha, design mi unyanyarukia. Na ungekuwa maisha mami kila day ningekuraukia. So dear mom, maombi yako imegeuza maisha, design mi unyanyarukia. Na ungekuwa maisha mami kila day ningekuraukia. So dear mom, mi ni girl, blanda saa zingine unifuata but ninatumaini kila iya nitasikia na sio nozi. Na kani kesi na kubaya koti juu ndio flow. Na kani kesi na kubaya koti juu ndio flow. Najua huwezi kuwa mwezi juu lie na die too much. I may surprise you na hisa prize na kupatia ni dhuria la nyota juu release star. Dear mom, naomba Mungu akuongeze more days, juu furaha yako ina Ijumaa, ndio maana mi ujituma. Unaweza uliza hadi akina Juma. Pili, naomba Mungu aibariki kazi ya mikono yako, juu atakampanda ngazi hushuka mami. Siku hizi kuna lift so unaweza ibuka, na dai tu baraka zako ndo niweze kuinuka. Dear mom, siweni ka compass, design ulinifunza kuchora hii circle. No wonder sijali hata mahaters wakibai Kenya, najua hawawezi anthem self some respect. Dear mom, tena hata shetani avute bangi hawezi kuwa the most high.
Uko na mistari moto moto.
Thank you.
So like ulikama hapa aje na hii piece ya dear mom?
So because I've always wanted to take my mom and make her proud always. But sometimes I can't tell her all this in person. Like, I love you mom, I really can't. I can't. So I came up with a piece. At least akiona ko like, my daughter wants to say this but she can't.
So like your piece ushai performia your mom ndio ajua ulimwandikia ama bado?
Yes, she has it. I performed it and on another TV interview and she watched it. She was so happy.
Ukikama up na hiyo piece like ulikuwa like unaongelea your mom peke yake ama ni mama wote?
All the moms in the world. Big ups to all the mom in the world. Like every mom, every single mom. There is no any difference in my mom and your mom. Maybe only blood. And nowadays, like, yeah, all mom in general.
And then seme wewe kama spoken word artist, like wajua like wewe kama dem kuna challenges mingi unapitia, and then bado uko kwa heart unazibalance aje?
Sorry?
Like uko kwa heart like na bado ni dem, so kuna challenges mingi bado unapitia tuseme kwa society, and then bado uko kwa field ya heart una balance aje?
It has never given me, as in it has never deterred me from doing what I want to do. As in, yes, as long as someone can relate to my art, I'm good to go.
And then like ulianza kufanya like poetry kama like ulikuwa professional poet lini? Ulianza kufanya poetry ama spoken word professionally kutoka mwaka gani?
2018, that is when I started performing poetry and spoken word. Yes.
So like uko na hiyo miaka kadhaa kwa industry?
Yes, but by the way, I wasn't really in performing, but I used to write novels. I have 3 books so far. So out of that, so many people don't like reading. You feel that somebody somewhere should have known about this message, but they don't want to read, or maybe she or he is not literate. So I came up with this idea of spoken word, so that I can explain maybe whatsoever thing that I've written in my book, and it became so that it may become easy for them to understand.
So like the 3 books you have already published them?
They're self-published. Yes.
So like hard copy ama ni soft copy?
Hard copy.
So like zinaitwa aje, unaweza ambia watu pia?
Yes, one of my book is called The Vampire. The other one is called Behind My Smile, and the other one is called The Painful Hug.
So like we kama poet pia nini na kuinspire like ndio ukue how unajua pia writing is tiresome sana. Juu ina take a lot of time.
Yes,
what inspires you?
Like I'll give you an example of my book The Vampire. So what inspired me in writing the book The Vampire is back then when I was in school. So I wasn't really from a well-off family. So I was in a school where unaona hizi shule za masosa and so yeah. So hapo nilikuwa napata so much discrimination. Nobody wants to talk to you, like they're avoiding you. You know, ile ushit ya wanafunzi like that. And I used to feel like so bad. So I kept thinking to myself, telling myself that ni nini hii watu huogopa sana kukaribia, like itawakula, ni vampire. So I came up with that idea of writing my book The Vampire. Like I was born a vampire, I eat people but I'm not poisonous, because I didn't really understand why it was so necessary for people to avoid me just because I don't have money, or just because I'm not using some expensive materialistic things like them.
Then apart from your book inaitwa The Vampire, hiyo ingine
we have The Painful Hug. This one is because I've told you I act. So, and in this industry, like I've been in the music industry, in the acting industry. So I've met people like friends. Most of them, like I've really helped them. I've really been there for people. I've broken my back for people who didn't push the wheelchair thereafter. And so it really felt bad, or it feels bad when you're trying to help someone and then they hold a knife at the back of you. So yes.
So what about the third
and
book?
The other book, Behind My Smile, is behind my smile. You know, you never know what I have behind my smile. It really entails a lot. Like behind my smile, there could be a celebration, there could be a cry, there could be so much I'm going through. So it really entails a lot. I can't really explain. I can't give you more details on that, but my book will be out soon.
So we are waiting for that book. Manze ikitoka manze utuambie.
Thank you so much. I'll tell you on when to launch.
So like hiyo kitu umeandika in your books, you have been performing it and then?
Actually no. Like when I tell you like when I performed Dear Mom, I haven't written anything in my book like concerning that one. That's just a basic thing that you need to know all to give in real life.
So you can give us that piece.
Jina langu ni Ami. Nilizaliwa kwa familia haina mabrothers, but niko na masisters. So mkidai ati mi sister, najua nikishika mic mi ni Sonko, atakabu dangu si governor. Juu hii sila content itakataliwa na Honorable Ezekiel Mutua, na in case sitakoma hata mkizua. So tumefika point hadi tunaomba na mwa Kenya, kwani God upitishwa maruti penya. Kwa news, Lilian Muli huanzanga na kanene, and in my language that means something big. And of course that is before seme. Let's first check up on what is coming up, and the first headline spells like COVID-19 billionaire spotted but their identity is hidden due to various unavoidable issues. Amiril tells us more. Si nyoka ni nyoka hata kuwe mjani. Saa zingine hii story ukuanga fani. Nitaambiaje watu God na mimi uko sadi tissues, na hata nikisali mbele ya mwadhini bado nazidi kuwa thin. How? Oh God. Hata mapoko wamepanda ngazi na kushuka ni ngori, hawajui nani watakemba. Oh God, receive barua ya prayer, juni nzito na mimi siwezi kuibeba. Oh God, hata machukura wamepanda ngazi na kushuka ni ngori, hawajui nani atawalea. Oh God, receive barua ya prayer, juni nzito na hawana chakula hata kwa borea. Oh God, si mkono wako kila saa una sanitize, jubila hata sabuni, si uko na sunlight. Unajua why we were born us, ninge afford kukulipa, walai ningekuwa ya di bonus. Oh God, hata machokora wamepanda ngazi na kushuka ni ngori, hawajui nani atawalea. Oh God, receive barua ya prayer, juni nzito na mimi siwezi kuibeba. Oh God. So niko hapa kukuza talanta yangu. Although nimepatana na wengi wakanifanya ni cry, na heshimu hii kipaji. Na atakasi tabarikiwa sai, najua kuna dem taniona kwa billboards nikiadvertise kama free wifi. Inaitwa Dear God. It's just a short piece niliandika time ya COVID. Vile nimeona hawa machokosho wakiteseka, because I know how it feels. I've been there. So I was a street kid and I know how much it feels to be there. So yeah.
So like ndio au machoka tuseme ndio walikuinspire?
Not really them, because I've spoken on kwa ground ya kila mtu, as in walimu, kila mtu unaona, walimu, as in these people, there's so hawa watu ni watu very important by the way, teachers, like we have parents, hakuna chakula juu ya COVID, well else kuna wengine wanatajirika mahali juu ya hii COVID-19. So I came up with that one, like it's only God who can oversee.
So what's your dream kama spoken word artist in some years, tuseme 5 years to come? You could have asked me like in generally in art, not in spoken word. I'm working on having my own studio, and I hope that it's gonna be one of the biggest in Kenya. So niko na riddles kiasi hapa na nataka kuchangamsha nazo. So ya kwanza ni what has many keys but can't open a single lock? Iko na many keys but haiwezi fungua mlango. What has many keys but can't open a single lock? It's a piano. Iko na keys mingi lakini haiwezi fungua mlango. Ya pili, what goes up and down but does not move?
Staircase.
Yes, staircase. Ya tatu, it belongs to you but other people use it more than you do.
My name.
Yes. So unaweza pia shout out watu wamekusaidia hapa nje ku grow your heart, and then you tell us your social media platforms.
Thank you so much to my fan, to every soul that supports me. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. May God give you the strength to overcome all the struggles that I may not know about. And by the way, if you want to do poetry or any art, you want to be in this field, as in don't care about how you'll draw it, just draw it the way you see it. So my name is Amiril, and you can follow me on Instagram at Amiril_Amiril, on Facebook Amiril Kenya, on TikTok Amiril KE, so everywhere. And then on YouTube you can subscribe my YouTube channel Amiril 254. Yes.
So that was our guest today, our amazing guest manze. I hope mmebambika hapo nje. Let's meet next weekend, same time, same place at GBS TV Africa. Kila mse ametune manze, thank you sana. Have a blessed weekend.